Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Pharma Focus. I hope you guys are great. And this video is going to be in continuation to the ICH E2A guidelines which we have discussed earlier. This is probably the part 4 of this video. And before we begin, just a short disclaimer that this video is for educational purposes only, and this is as per my understanding. I'm trying to simplify ICH E2A guideline. This is not any official regulatory advice. Also, I'm not representing any regulatory authority. So yeah, let's begin with today's video. So up till now we had discussed about the introduction of ICH E2A. We have discussed about the definitions and terminology. We have discussed about the standards for expedited reporting, what should be reported, the part A, in which we have discussed till other observations. So in this video I'm going to discuss about the reporting time frames, which is majorly a very important topic when you refer to a guideline. So I'll try to make this thing quick and short, because I'll be focusing on the major thing that you should be knowing from this. So reporting time frames, fatal or life-threatening unexpected ADRs, right? So any ADRs which are either fatal or life-threatening, we have to remember this point, which is fatal or life-threatening unexpected ADRs occurring in clinical investigations. Definitely they qualify for rapid reporting. Regulatory agencies should be notified as soon as possible, but no later than 7 calendar days after the knowledge by the firstly by the sponsor, and that the case qualifies, then it is followed by a complete report as possible within 8 additional calendar days. So fatal or life-threatening unexpected ADRs, they are serious, they are urgent, and they can lead to sometimes the stopping or the restriction of CT as well. For the initial report, within 7 calendar days of sponsor knowing it, it should be reported. For the follow-up or the detailed report, it should be within next 8 calendar days, right? And then we have second thing, which is all other serious unexpected ADRs. I hope you guys are till now clear with what all is included in the seriousness criteria. But if not, you can check out my video on part 3 probably, or 2, about what serious ADRs are. So serious ADRs that are not fatal or life-threatening, definitely, because we have considered this guideline, this timeline for the fatal and life-threatening ones. But ones which are not fatal or life-threatening, they should be reported, but in as soon as possible, but no later than 15 calendar days after the first knowledge by the sponsor that the case meets the minimum criteria for expedited reporting. So once the sponsor becomes aware about any such case which includes other seriousness related event, it should be reported within it should be reported as soon as possible, but it should be no later than 15 calendar days, right? All right, so we have the next point here, which is minimum criteria for reporting. We might have, all of you might have known about this, but still I'm going to discuss the major key thing here, which is minimum criteria are met, that is identifiable patient, suspect medicinal product, identifiable reporting source, and any event or outcome that can be identified as serious unexpected. And for the clinical investigation cases, there is a reasonable suspected causal relationship, right? And the follow-up information should be actively sought and submitted as it becomes available. So we already know about the 4 criteria, but the major criteria here, what explanatory term here is an event or the outcome that can be identified as serious and unexpected. And for the clinical investigation cases, that is the CT cases, there is a reasonable suspected causal relationship. That is, we discussed in the previous video causal relationship. Suspected causal relationship is that we have minimum evidence, or we have the facts that the event has been caused by the drug only, right? So that is the point which is stated here. And follow-up information should definitely be actively sought, because it should be submitted as soon as it becomes available, because this is a serious and unexpected kind of thing. Then, how to report. So, CIOMS 1 form has been widely accepted for expedited adverse event reporting. However, no matter what form or format it is used, it is important that certain basic information or data elements, when available, they should be included with any expedited report, whether in tabular or narrative presentation. There is attachment 1, wherein in this particular document only, which addresses those data elements which are regarded as desirable, and even if not all of them are available, then efforts should be made to obtain them, and all the reports, they should be sent to those regulators or other official parties that require them in the countries where the drug is under development. Alright, so talking about CIOMS 1 form, I would like to show you here how a CIOMS form looks like. So this is the CIOMS website. You can search CIOMS website or cioms.ch and you'll head on to this website. So we have areas of work here in which we have bioethics, pharmacovigilance, and product development. In order to look for the CIOMS 1 form, we need to go to the pharmacovigilance. And once you click on it, we have 3 options here, in which I am going to take you to the CIOMS 1 form, which is in the historical section. So once I open it, this lands me to a page wherein we have CIOMS form, which is suspected adverse reaction report, in which we have various sections: reaction information, suspect drug information, concomitant drug and history, manufacturer information. Hopefully I will be making a separate video about the CIOMS form in the near future. But this is how exactly a CIOMS form looks like, and this is the place from where you can retrieve this CIOMS 1 form if you wish to look at it. Alright, so that covers up the reporting time frames, minimum criteria, and how to report. Although this is going to be a short part of every video, but yes, I believe that this part, the managing blinded therapy cases, this is something which is of great depth and there are so many things that you need to know in this thing. So I'll be making a separate video on this part, right? I hope you guys are clear with this thing what we discussed today. Do keep watching and subscribing to the channel, liking the videos, and I hope that you find this video useful. Thank you so much.